People are wondering what happened with Massey in Kentucky. Why did he lose?
Well, so first off, Ashen, you have to understand that was one of the most expensive congressional races in U.S. history. Thomas Massey, the incumbent Republican, going up against Ed Gowrine, who got the Trump endorsement. He's a fifth-generation farmer. And really, I mean, we saw the impact of the Trump endorsement here. This was the third instance of Trump essentially getting some sort of retribution on perceived political enemies. First happened with those state lawmakers in Indiana. Then with Senator Bill Cassidy in Louisiana, now with Massey, who's drawn the president's ire time and time again.
Yeah, Perche, I got to ask you, because people are looking for a little bit of context here. What actually happened with Massey and Trump?
Yeah, so, I mean, where do we begin, right? So first, I mean, you've got him voting against the president's signature legislation. He also criticized President Trump's military actions in Iran. He also joined Democrats and forced the Justice Department to release those files related to Jeffrey Epstein. We know that that was something that really kind of bothered the White House here. And so you've seen President Trump not just endorse Ed Gowrine, but also go out on his own social medias and severely criticized Thomas Massey. At one point, he called Massey not just unreliable, but the worst conservative in the U.S. history. What's interesting here is if you actually look at Massey's voting record, he's not someone who's considered moderate, right? I mean, he is actually very, very conservative. But, you know, in a race that's staunchly Republican, President Trump, I mean, his sway is very much, driving the conversation and also driving folks to the ballot box.
Yeah, so it seems like Trump's endorsement is strong in Kentucky, but take us over to Georgia, because what happened there, I guess his endorsement isn't doing as well. I mean, we've got a runoff, right?
Well, we've got a runoff, but you're still seeing the effects and the fingerprints of Trump's endorsement, right? So you've got the Lieutenant Governor, Burt Jones, who is now in a runoff with billionaire Rick Jackson, who is a newcomer here, but has tons of money. This is a very costly gubernatorial election. Jones has been endorsed again by Trump. But the other interesting thing, the third big Republican in that primary was Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. And Ashton, you probably remember Raffensperger was the guy who Trump really kind of leaned on during the 2020 election, trying to find those extra votes to overturn the election results in Georgia. Raffensperger refused. That was backed up by Governor Kemp, and it drew the ire of Trump. Well, Trump has really railed against Raffensperger, and he didn't even come close to making this runoff.
Perche, you're the man, bro. Thank you for these insights.